Welcome to the Wasting Time podcast. This is Chris. I'm just here by myself for a very quick intro today. I'm just in the midst of moving home at the minute, so I've got a crazy week. I know Nick has a super busy week, and we're off to Four Chord next week. So we have so much going on, so we didn't have time to get on and do a proper intro for this today. But speaking of Four Chords, we were hooked up with Atom Willard of Alkaline Trio, which was an absolute honour for us. So we spoke to him the other day. We wanted to get this episode out nice and quick. So let's jump into it.
Hello.
Hey Adam, how you doing? Nice to meet you, man.
Fantastic. How are you?
Good. Just put my 2-year-old to bed, so
I didn't think that actually ever happened. Thought they just kind of stayed up till they were 4.
we're down and ready to go. All good.
Nice. Let's just introduce ourselves real quick, Adam. So I'm Chris. I'm based just southwest of London, and this is my co-host up in the northeast of England.
Yeah, Newcastle upon Tyne. I'm sure you've travelled through a few times. Yeah,
But you're from Newcastle? That's weird. I can understand you.
Yeah, it's rare with a Geordie.
I'm soft Geordie.
Okay.
Yeah, but we really appreciate you joining us. So thanks for that. And
Yeah, no worries.
And basically, so with the Wasting Time podcast, and we've partnered with Four Chord over in Pittsburgh. So this will be our second year flying over to kind of do all this kind of stuff in person and stuff.
Okay, awesome.
So yeah. Obviously, Alkaline will be dropping through Pittsburgh on this Blink tour. But how's the tour been so far?
I mean, it's been awesome. We've only had 2 shows with Blink, and then last night we had our own show. But it was fun. They've all been super fun, super easy. Everything you would kind of hope for. It's like we just really it's been really easy and fun so far.
Presumably, this is like touring with people you're comfortable with, because obviously there's the work with Travis recently, which we'll talk about in a sec, and your past with Angels and Airwaves. So it's kind of like, I guess, like your camps must be pretty tight with each other at this point.
I mean, exactly. It's they've had the same like crew people with them for so long, and I think that we've all had interactions with them on some level for something, and so it's just everybody's super nice and helpful, and it's just easy, And
I guess like you're from the same part of the world as at least Mark and Tom as well. When you're not on the road, are you San Diego based still? Or...
No, I live in Nashville now.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I did. I had a COVID move.
Oh, so you've been there about 5 years.
It's
interesting. I found like more and more people I know, like in the music world, who were like LA or New York based, have found themselves in Nashville like in the last 5 years. Sounds like there's a really good community there.
Yeah, it's definitely it's funny because it's like you go to shows and it's just like, oh, you're here. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is insane. Like, guest list in Nashville.
Was the move was it music driven, or was it something else that kind of drew?
I mean, essentially, yeah. It's like we were looking to get out of Los Angeles, and it was a little bit spontaneous. We weren't exactly settled on where we were going to go or that we were leaving at all. And then everything just happened really quickly. And at the time, Against Me was sort of in flux, and we weren't really sure what was going on. And so, we're talking about where to go. And my wife's like, do you think we should go somewhere maybe you could work? And I was like, huh, that's an idea. That'd be neat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just kind of landed on Nashville. And so she had never been. She went out there and checked it out, and very short vetting process. But I was like, okay, we're just going there. And then we just bought a house on the internet. Which I don't recommend. I recommend seeing your house.
Then has it been a good move for the most part of you? Has it been a nice city to live in?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I've never played on so many different artist records or different types of records in my life.
Yeah,
as I have in the past few years. It's a trip to be able to have the opportunities to do that. It's really fun.
I guess obviously focusing on Four Chord Festival a little bit. You're sharing that stage on day 2 with some old school punk rockers, the AFI, Jawbreaker, Face to Face, been around a long time. Have you got any experience or memories with any of those from yesteryear?
I don't I don't have any direct ties to any of those. I used to do interviews for Drum Workshops magazine. That's the drum company that I play. And so I interviewed Adam Carson once, and he's such a sweet dude. He's such a really, really nice, sweet guy. And Hunter, Hunter is he's just been an awesome all around friendly bass player guy forever. He played on Matt and my project Lectron a couple years ago. So yeah, I mean, there's everybody kind of knows each other, but I haven't really toured with any of those bands on a tour or anything.
And in terms of like the 4-chord set, obviously it's going to, I don't know. I guess if you're opening for Blink, I don't know what kind of set time you're doing on most of those dates. Maybe it's similar at 4-chord. But like, what can we expect in terms of that? Is it going to be, I assume, a mixture of Alkaline Trio's kind of discography at this point?
We were thinking of just like playing some ABBA covers. Like maybe just like do Dancing Queen like 3 or 4 times, sort of in different approaches, a reggae version, punk version, maybe sort of a metal version, and see how long it took before people started throwing stuff at us.
Why not mix it up,
like something different?
You heard it here first, everyone.
Yeah. I don't know, we don't know exactly what it's going to be. We sort of talk about that stuff a little bit, and then until the day of, we'll be like, what are you feeling? What do you think you want to do? Okay. What do you want to do? Well, I want to play this. Well, somebody in the parking lot said to play this, so we should play that. It's like it's very it's kind of loose, which is fun.
What trio songs kind of always the top of your list when it comes to that conversation? Then what do you enjoy playing the most?
Oh wow. I don't know if I have like a favorite. I've been really enjoying playing our new song. That's super fun. Stuff off Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs is really fun. Anything off from Here to Infirmary. But honestly, it's like it's all fun. You know what I mean? It's like, what's your favorite part about Disneyland? Oh, I don't know, everything.
was Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs like obviously that came out after you joined, but was that album already like tracked and done before you joined? Okay,
completely. So it was but it's such a killer record full of killer songs. It's really, really, really amazing. I wish we were playing that whole thing, to be honest.
I mean, personally, I thought that was a return to form from the one before that, which I didn't, just personal opinion, didn't think was quite as strong. And then I just feel like
you're not going to offend me, man. Don't worry.
Exactly. I thought I was, you weren't involved in it, so I'm safe saying it here. Okay, So Oblivion was like the first, well, along with the other songs you did in those sessions, that was the first like official recording that you did with them, I guess.
Yeah, and it was super fun, super good time, super easy. We never written together, so that was a first, but Matt and I worked together in so many different sort of capacities in the past that it was just natural and easy, like no big deal.
Yeah.
Nice. And I guess when did Travis come on board? Did you know about that quite early doors, or was he brought in?
Man, that was a trip. Like we were looking to do it at Cameron Webb's studio, and we didn't know what we were going to do. We were just like, we have this block of time, and let's get together and just get into the studio, and maybe we'll record this cover that we've been talking about, and let's just see what happens. Like we'll just take these 5 days and do that. So Cameron was like, guys, I would love to. I can't that week. And that was like the only week that we could do it. So Dan's daughter was like going to college and graduating high school. I don't know. There's like a lot of different moving parts. So we were like, it's just these days. And so Matt's like, hey, Travis, he offered a studio whenever we want to use it. Like we could go down there and just use his spot. And we're like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And I'm like, is he going to be around? And Matt's like, oh, I don't really know, maybe. And then like we started talking about it, and it was like, oh, he wants to produce it, and we're like, okay, awesome. Like it was just really organic. Like it all came together really naturally and very. It was just like sort of like buddies being like, hey, you want to do this thing together? Yeah, let's. Will you come help me paint my house? Yeah, totally. I'll be right over.
Yeah,
it was just really basic and easy like that. So that was it was cool. It was a fun way that it came about, and obviously the results we're super happy with.
The chorus of that song, without going into too much detail, I guess, how does that kind of work when you're like working with Travis as a producer? Has Matt got that chorus down already, and then you guys are just kind of changing the beats a bit, or is it more of a team effort?
Well, Matt came in with one of his demos, which are typically him in his living room on his couch with a mostly in tune guitar and, and sort of kind of playing chords, but not really like fully developed rhythm or anything. And it's just sort of, but it's mostly about the lyrics, and he's got lyrics and like maybe a melody, that's it's got an identity, but it's really not established
Okay.
on all levels. So he did that, and it was like we all were just like, yeah, that let's work on that one first. Like this is killer. And
Yeah.
what are you hearing? What are you hearing? Okay, let's just get in there and jam. And I think it should be this fast. And it was like,
Yeah.
okay. And we just kind of started playing through the chord progression and like developing it. And like it was easily half an hour, and it was together. It was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do a drum take. And then we played through it, and then Travis was like, hey, try this. I was like, all right. And it was just really fun and easy.
When can we hear some more? Do we know yet?
Yeah, September 19th, the next song is coming out, and then there'll be another one coming out on Halloween. So
But feels appropriate for Alkaline Trio.
yeah,
Halloween release.
And the song is too. It's great.
Kind of focusing on four chord again for a second. So, in your long career with, several bands touring over the years, you must have been through Pittsburgh many times, I'm guessing. Is there any kind of like specific experiences, memories associated with that city that jump out for you? Because like, as Brits, we're getting to know Pittsburgh a little bit and developing our own relationship with it. So as a Californian, wondering what yours is like.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've played Pittsburgh so many times over the
Yeah.
years. I'm trying to remember the different venues that I would have been at, and I do remember a lot of good shows. I love going running along the water when the temperature appropriate,
Yeah.
which is not all year.
No.
But it's a beautiful city. You know what I mean? It's really got like it's really unique. I really love the way you kind of come into it. And it's almost like a San Francisco vibe when you come from from the airport, like you kind of drop in and there's this bridge and there's a city. It's just
tunnel, yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, I
It's
get that.
awesome. And yeah, people are always super psyched, like it's just a great music scene there, and we have a lot of fun. Kind of whoever I've played there with, it's always been a good show.
Yeah, they've been very welcoming. We've been out there, and obviously the Four Chord Festival crowd is always
That's weird because I heard that the
pumped up.
anti-British brigade was localized in Pittsburgh. They're like, we hate Brits, and
We
go
changed
fuck.
their mind.
Yeah.
What
Oh, it
can I
was you
say?
guys.
Yeah,
You're the
yeah.
ambassadors.
That's it. That's it.
Damn. Well, good on you.
I guess obviously you've got to mix in this tour of big venues with Blink and a festival thrown in there as well. I don't know if it's just the one festival Four Chord, but what are as an artist, what's the pros and cons for you in terms of playing like a festival show versus like a headline venue type show? Is there like what?
I mean, listen, it's the difference between like having a dinner with like two couples going out and having a dinner and everybody can talk and like really have a conversation, and going to like a 15-person dinner where it's like you don't even know who's at the end of the table. So when you're playing in our headline shows, it's like even if it's 3,000 people, you still feel like you can connect with just about everybody, and it's a very almost intimate experience where you could see people in the face, and really it's just really a coexisting codependent relationship, whereas like the big shows, it's sort of everybody, there's a disconnect in a lot of ways, and it's
Yeah.
you're playing, you're like, oh, I could kind of, that person's got a sign and I can't really read it, and then you just kind of look and there are people so far away. You know what I mean? And it's like they're hearing the exact same thing that this person's hearing, but they're just watching the screens because they can't see anything else. So it's it is a disconnect in terms of, there's a difference in terms of how you sort of feel while you're doing it. But at the same time, it's like, we're still just having a great time. And man, I take off my glasses. I can't see anything. So we might as well just be in the practice space. I don't even know. They just lead me to the stage and they go, here, sit here.
I appreciate you might not know the lineup off the top of your heads because, this is one of many dates that you're doing on this run. But on the day that you're playing, is there anyone in particular and you're like, I want to catch their set? I can
Where's the list?
I can exactly. I'm going to just fire it to you in the chat.
Oh, I see. Even better. That's better than you like listing off the names, being like,
might as well use that facility so you can actually get it up in front of you.
So I'm not like, no, I don't care about any of them.
Exactly. Here we go.
All right, we got Jawbreaker, Say Anything, Face, Wonder Years. Oh, Drug Church. Let me tell you something. Drug Church,
Please do,
is one of the best bands happening right now. They're fantastic. Yeah, they are honestly making some really, really fun and good music, and they are great people. Honestly, I can't say enough good things about Drug Church. So I will be side stage for them. Absolutely, 100%.
Nice.
Yeah, you're not the first person to say that. Actually, there's a couple of people who have said that.
So you might as well miss them.
The list.
Yeah. No, they're great. Honestly, really, really, super cool dudes, and just really good music.
Well, they're definitely on our list to check out over the weekend. Anyway, just going over to the UK. Obviously, talked about Pittsburgh a bit. The guy who works behind the scenes for our podcast does all our kind of great graphic design and film and stuff like that. He remembers seeing you on Top of the Pops back in the day.
That's pretty far back. Yeah, that's going back. I think we were actually on a couple times, and we were so incensed that they wanted us to lip sync. That we weren't actually going to be like playing our instruments. I think John's vocal was live or something, but like everything else was fake. And we were like, what is this bullshit? You know what I mean? Like we just didn't grow up with it. So we don't have the same connection to like its significance. I know it's a very, it was a big deal to be on it, right? Like pretty awesome. But like we were young and punk and we didn't get it. So I like set up like left-handed or something and put my cymbals upside down, just like, I don't know, just stupid kids. It's funny.
Obviously, early years was Rocket from the Crypt, but you've been in so many iconic acts. I mean, I wouldn't know where to, to have a proper conversation, which one I'd want to know about the most.
Probably in a bar. We should probably go to a bar.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the fact that, Social Distortion, man. I know you're only in a couple of years you were with Social D. Did you track, I guess it was the last full length they put out, the Hard Times and Nursery Rhymes. Were you in the band when that record was tracked?
When we were writing it, yeah. I was there for pre-production and we were writing. And then incidentally, Tom quit Blink again and wanted Angels to get back together. And it was like, that was my band. So I was like, well, I'm going to step aside and I'm going to go do this again until we didn't.
And what's Mike Ness like to work with?
Mike's awesome. He's he knows what he wants, and he's got a really clear idea of how he wants things to be. He doesn't always like describe them in words that you're used to hearing. Like it's not like musical terminology, He's like, I wanted to do this thing, and you're like,
it's quite good impression.
All right, I'm trying, and you sort of like, there's a learning curve of understanding what he means, but he knows when he hears it, he's like, that's what I want. So it's really cool to have somebody that's definitive like that.
It's funny, of all the meeting people in bands over the years, the most nervous I've ever been was when I first met Mike Ness.
Why, did you owe him money?
It's just Mike Ness. I'm like,
nice.
He was I thought he's so like softly spoken, just a sweet guy.
Yeah. Do you know he's actually starting a workout gym in Orange County?
I did not know that. Really?
Yeah, it's called Fitness.
That pun's right there, to be fair.
There you go.
So given your career and obviously, the work you've done across multiple huge bands over the years. We thought we'd just ask you a few questions to
Is
pick
it multiple
some.
choice?
Mm, no, but it's like a quick fire type kind of round where we're going to ask you to
Okay.
pick some bands or band members which are
Word
best suited.
association.
Kind of. I'm sure you'll get the gist as we go.
You must have a
Um,
2-year-old. You're like, "Ugh, I'm so exhausted with these questions."
so the first one is best songwriter you've ever worked with.
Oh, jeez. Honestly, I think I would probably. I can't say best songwriter. There's like that's too much. That's too. I've been really
Okay.
fortunate to work with some incredible songwriters. So I could not say a best.
That's fair. What about this? Who's quickest? Who works quickest in the studio? Who gets things done quickest?
I feel like we did it. We did stuff really quickly with Rocket. Against Me was really pretty speedy. We would expedite and get things done pretty quickly. Um, it's so different. I know this is bullshit and you want a quick short answer.
No, no, it's all good.
It depends on what your session is like. Are you writing in the studio or have you practiced songs and are you going in prepared? Because when that's the case, stuff usually goes pretty quick. And it's like you know what you're going to do. You just have to get a good version of it. You have to get it so that everybody feels like that was, the right energy with the take or whatever.
Yeah,
But if you're writing in the studio, it's like I don't think that there should be. I mean, aside from the financial aspect of it, there shouldn't be like a restriction. You should just work until you feel good about it. So, and I've been on plenty of things like that where it's like I can't believe that we came up with that song in a day. Whereas like
yeah.
a lot of times, like, oh, I recorded 4 songs today. It's like it's just a different. There's many different ways to approach.
Fair enough.
Non-answer.
Okay.
I know.
That's a non-answer, yeah. Most demanding band to drum for live. There must be
Uh,
one that's
I
was there.
mean, honestly, Social D was not physically demanding, but it was very you really had to be focused and paying attention to what Mike was feeling and how he was moving things around and if he wanted stuff to be up or down in a night, and it varied. So that was really that was a challenge for sure to to make it what he wanted it to be, and sort of
Yeah.
being in tune with how things were going and what he wanted to do to change it or accentuate it. So that was definitely demanding. Physically demanding was probably Against Me. Very I mean, we toured a lot. We would play 6 nights a week, you know, 80 minutes a night and just like full on,
Yeah,
full out. Yeah.
that's intense. Well, who was the most fun to be on the road with?
I mean, I'm having a really good time right now. Alkaline Trio is a really good time. Everybody's like at a great place and just
Yeah,
enjoying what they're doing and having fun with who they're doing it with, and it's really good. It's really fun.
Okay, piece of work you're most proud of? I
Mm.
guess that might be a tricky one as well, but I mean, maybe
It's
a
hard.
selection.
It's like so many people reference like those early rock records as things that were really important to them, and I have to kind of recognize that, even if I wasn't as proud of it or things about it that I would want to change. I do sort of have to acknowledge that many people connected with it, that kind of stuff. So I mean,
mm,
that stuff is important, maybe because of how it's matured or aged more than how it was. I mean, because you're always the most excited about the thing you just did,
of course.
right? It's
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
uh, we just finished the Plosives record, and that's like I'm so psyched on it.
yeah.
But I mean, it's not going to ever do anything close to the other things that I've recorded because it's not going to be a commercial success on any level, but it was like really
Hmm.
fun to make.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We haven't really talked about the UK much, so I just wanted to touch upon that quickly. Well, obviously,
yes, I like it.
aside from the top of the pops story, what are your favorite spots in the UK, if there are any?
Favorite spots.
Yeah,
I mean, I like Manchester a lot. London's always a good time. There's so many great things to see. I always try to get to museums and stuff when I'm there. Um, I feel like I've had really good shows in Brighton for
Oh,
some reason.
that's where I'm from originally.
Okay. Uh,
Nice.
and honestly, like I'm gonna try to remember. I don't know. There's just been a lot of really fun Reading festivals and
Yeah.
Glastonbury's, and uh, one time Angels played in Hyde Park with the Foo Fighters, and just like there's so many times through the years where it's been like it feels so nice to be welcomed here, and to be able to
Yeah.
play for people that you know view rock music as in a different way than other parts of the world. And I think it goes in phases for sure with you all. But there's going to be the people that never stray, and then it becomes fashionable, and then it goes out of fashion, and I'm
Yeah.
still here. It's because I'm so
Yeah.
old. But it's I love the crowds, and the fans are always like so sweet and bringing us stuff, and just like always very engaging.
Cool. Well, we just wanted to kind of finish quickly with a blind ranking of 5 trio songs. So we're going to give you 5 trio songs, and you've got to blind
And I
rank them between 1 or 5, and then at the
I,
end we'll see if you've got them in the right order.
I have to close my eyes and do it. Hold on. These
No,
are these are I'll just take these off and I'm blind. All right, what do you mean?
basic.
Like the three
You
of us rank them?
you're not going to know what song's coming next, so you've got to choose whether it's 1 to 5. Right? Okay. So we'll give you a trio song, and you've got to
So
put it in a 1 to 5 ranking, but you
there
don't
will
know
only
what the
one one
next. Yeah.
and
You
one
don't know what
five.
the others are going to be. Yeah.
Okay.
So you've just got to kind of vibe
Fuck.
it.
Yeah, this is a
Okay.
thing. I think Nick's got this idea because people do it on TikTok when they're like given like a
This is
Rolodex of sitcoms, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to put this at number 7 because I think," and then
Then you get a bunch of bullshit. Got
exactly,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
this, this is me
Fun.
trying to be cool dad,
Yeah.
and probably
Thanks.
failing.
Doesn't make me feel weird at all.
Okay, so the first song is "Calling All Skeletons." Where are you putting
Oh,
that one
Jesus.
to five?
Uh that's two.
Okay,
Easy. Okay, next one is Nick. You've selected all big songs. I suppose that makes sense for
of
this.
course.
Private Eye.
Number one.
Okay, number 3 is "Oblivion."
Yeah, three.
Stupid Kid.
Oh, that's a solid four.
Ah,
And Mercy Me would be in at 5.
Yeah, there you go.
Would you
yeah.
change? Would you change that at all? Would you stick with that as your top 5 in that
Uh,
order?
it's pretty close. I mean, honestly, like I love playing all of those songs. Calling All Skeletons
Yeah.
is seriously like I love playing that song every night. It feels so good. It's such a fucking jam.
I'd
Um,
put, I, I'd put that at number 5 on that list. I'm not no shade on that song, but just the other ones.
no, it's
So,
fine. Fuck you.
yeah.
But I think that it's got a different vibe from the other stuff, and
Yeah,
such a fun sing along, and I mean it's just
yeah,
really fun to play for me. Uh, Mercy Me is the most fun sing along. The crowd is
yeah,
always super loud. Stupid Kid is a really really fun song to play also, and was always one of my favorites. I mean, I think earlier I was like anything from Here to Infirmary, like that whole record. I will say you
yeah.
guys didn't have one dance song on there, not one.
Okay. What song would you pull in?
Got So Far to Go.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Don't
classic.
forget.
What's your favorite trio record?
Uh I mean, I because I've got the most time with it, it's From Here to Infirmary. And
Yeah,
that because when I played with them in 2000, we were playing a lot of songs off of that. So
right.
I've
Yeah,
had those, and that was like kind of my first exposure to the band. They were like, "Hey, uh, would you come?" Like a mutual friend asked if I would come and sub for them
yeah,
before Derek was around,
yeah,
and I had really never heard the band, so it was that record was my introduction, and ultimately, like I connected so much with it. It was just really, it's
yeah,
just so nostalgic for me.
yeah. And still sounds so great today as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We could probably let you go. Enjoy the rest of your day off. Really
All right.
appreciate you giving us some of your time. Awesome
Yeah.
to meet you in this format.
Likewise, both of you.
Yeah.
Hope,
Thanks for your time.
No problem. I hope your 2-year-old toddler. Well, I don't know what they're called. I hope they stay asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hope you get moved successfully.
Oh, thank you.
Chris.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got an intense week ahead of me, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, y'all.
Nice one.
All right.
Thanks,
See you in a
Alan.
couple of weeks.
Cheers.